I'm George, and this is the 12th lesson of my Java programming tutorial series. In this episode, we are going to take a look at the usage of streams in Java. But before getting started, I would like to tell you that your help is extremely important for me, and you can help me by sharing this video series with your friends, schoolmates, co-workers, or whoever you know that is interested about the programming topic. So now, let's get started. First of all, we are going to create some byte array input streams, which is basically the simplest input stream what you can get in Java. And we are going to create it by setting its data basically being the hello words byte. And I want to decrypt the hello word using the UTF-8 character coding. So after we have created this input stream, we can try to read it. And for reading it, you need to do something like what you can see on my screen. So basically you create a while loop, and while this byte array input stream dot read is not -1, until then you can just print the red character basically, or the ordinal of the character, as you can see. So now I am going to start the program, so you could see what we have done. And as you can see, it clearly reads all the bytes of the byte array input stream, so it works as we have expected it to work. And now we can try to convert this input stream to output stream. So I'm going to recreate this stream. Now we are just going to do boss, which will be our new byte array output stream, dot write and the red byte. So this should work properly. And for printing out the output, we can just print the boss.toString, because as you can see, if I press Ctrl and click to it, then we can see this decompiled code of the byte array output stream, and you can clearly see that it returns a new string which includes the buffer of this output stream. So basically all the bytes we have written to it. And before running the program, I will show you how to convert an output stream to an input stream as well. So we can create a new byte array input stream from the byte array output streams to byte array method result, and it's basically that. And unfortunately, this only works for the byte array output stream. And for the input stream to output stream conversion, it works with any kind of input stream. So basically any class implementing the input stream interface. Based on this code, you can think about that this approach might be ineffective if we have large files, because we don't really want to read the file byte by byte. So I am going to show you a more efficient approach for converting an input stream to an output stream, and for that we are going to use a buffer, which will be a byte array. As you can see, the byte array input streams read method documentation. You can get this documentation by pressing the Ctrl and the Q button. And in the documentation it said that it returns the total number of bytes read into the buffer, or -1 if there is no more data, because the end of the stream has been reached. So it basically means that we need to read these bytes while we have a number which is greater than 0. And of course we are going to write the red buffer to the byte array output stream. When we are done with that, we can just print the byte array output stream as the output of our program. And this should be hello if we did everything correctly. So let's try to test it. Of course, we don't need to use the boss.toString, we can just use boss, because if we concentrate a string with an object, then the object's toString method is called automatically. So as you can see, the output is hello, so our program works. Now I am going to rearrange this code a little bit and put all of this stuff what we have made now to the simple tests method. And I am going to move this efficient way for converting input stream to output stream to the transload method. And I'm also going to create a new resource. So right click to the resources, new file, res.txt. And this is a very simple resource we have for the application to demonstrate how the input and output streams work. So basically, we are going to read this resource, and I am going to show you how to do that. So I'm going to create a new method called load resource, which will throw IO exception, of course. And we will use this load resource in the main. I will just comment out the simple test, so you can uncomment it if you would like to run the simple tests what we have made in the beginning of this video. And for accessing this resource, we need to do lesson 12.class.getClassLoader.getResourceStream and the name of the resource, the file name, which should be res.txt, and this will be our input stream. Our output stream can be a byte array output stream, and we are just going to use this transload method. You see this yellow rectangle around the ES, and it's a warning from IntelliJ that the argument ES might be null. So we are going to check if the input stream is null actually, and if it's null, then we are just going to print that the resource was not found. And otherwise we are going to print the resource. So we are going to print loaded resource, a new line, and the output stream. Let's run the program now, and as you can see we have successfully loaded this resource. So now I'm going to show you when does this resource not found message appear. So I'm going to rename the resource without searching for references and comments. And as you can see, the resource was not found message appears properly. So I'm going to undo this renaming. And that's it for this video. So thank you very much for watching it. And if you didn't subscribe yet, make sure to do so. Also like this video and all the previous episodes if you didn't like them yet. And don't forget to share this video with your friends. And also click the notification bell so you could get notified when I upload the next episode of this series. It's extremely important to do this, so don't forget about that. Okay? Bye!